I want to just say thanks very much to you all for being here. It's great that Warren Truss, the leader of the National Party, is here with me today, and it's obviously a pretty big day. This election is about giving a great people a better government. We are a great country, but we've been let down by our government, at least for the last 3 years. Australia will be at its best when all of our people are empowered to be at their best. But the only way to change for the better is to change the government. I want to repeat that. The only way to change for the better is to change the government. Only a coalition government can end the spin and incompetence which marked the Rudd-Gillard government and which has just got worse over the 3 weeks since the faceless men of the Labor Party executed an elected Prime Minister. 3 weeks ago, the government had lost its way, and since then it's just got worse. Why should people trust Labor's 2010 promises when you couldn't trust their 2007 promises? Why should people trust a new Prime Minister who said she'd fix the messes that her own government had created, who failed to do so and has now rushed to the polls before she's established her credentials to govern? Why should people trust Julia Gillard when even Kevin Rudd couldn't? Why should people trust a government that can't say who would be the Foreign Minister, who would be the Defence Minister and who would be the Finance Minister if the government is re-elected? And why should people trust a Prime Minister who can't guarantee that she would serve a full term because she can't be sure that the factions would let her? There is a better way. The coalition will stand up for real action. A coalition government will respect the taxpayer's dollar. We know that households and businesses have had to tighten their belts, and we'll make government tighten its belt too. A government which is borrowing $100 million every single day is taking away $100 million that would otherwise be available to small business, and that's hurting every family's budget. We'll respect people's judgment. The government trusts parents enough to help them buy school uniforms, but not enough to let them decide the classrooms, the canteens and the halls that their schools need. So we'll give local communities a real say over the schools and hospitals that they so rely on. The coalition will respect the environment because we only have one planet to live on. But you don't help the environment by damaging the economy. We'll reduce emissions in ways that help our farmers, and we'll establish a standing green army, 15,000 strong, to care for our country. Now, there is a real risk in this election. It's that a bad government will get the second chance that it doesn't deserve and that Australia can't afford. This election isn't about glib slogans. It is not about glib slogans. It's about competent government that works for everyday Australians and that only the coalition stands ready to deliver. The Prime Minister wants to move forward because the recent past is so littered with her own failures. If we stay with Labor, we'll be moving forward to more debt, more taxes, more spending and more boats. That's why Labor needs to move out for our country to move on. Let me just make one final comment. The coalition will stand up for Australia. We'll stand up for real action. We'll end the waste, we'll repay the debt, we'll stop the new taxes and we'll stop the boats.